was better. Why are you guys doing it? No. Like housing. Fucking WoW did housing. Guess what? It died after a while. People did it, and then
Venture.
just kidding. We're not supporting that anymore. All the shit that you work for, your garrison and stuff, and gets left behind in that expansion. Sounds like FF.
Venture squadrons.
Just anything.
Or are they
Just-
really not doing any more squadron missions?
I think they're gonna keep adding dungeons, but
No, that's just for solo leveling catch up. It's a catch up mechanic. That's all it is. I don't like squadrons is never gonna be interesting. Same thing with submarines and airships, right? They like that used to be so much hype when airships came out, like FC airships.
well,
Like
that was the
you can
whole point of getting
like
a house, because
exploration, yeah.
before they even released housing, they said we're planning to do airships and it's going to be an FC thing. Okay, so get excited, save up, and it was all hype.
Nope.
Yeah, nope.
And it's dead content. Submarines was dead on arrival. It's still dead. They keep adding little things to it, and it's dead.
No, if you want a long lasting, you need to add depth. Like, I'm not saying make things absurdly difficult on entry. It should just be easy to enter, and then as you get experience and gain, like, I don't know, access different parts of content within that particular like thing that they added in, like, I don't know, deep dungeon, then it opens up. It becomes more fleshed out. Not copy paste. Here's Heaven on High with some new power ups. Chocobo racing has been around for a bit. Flesh that out. And what's that new thing they? Oh, the companion thing. What the fuck are they doing with companions? Like, they're making it easier to level. And that's
I'm actually
it.
sad Chocobo Racing died. Chocobo breeding was such a big thing, like FF7.
Yeah. Well, that's because that guy got promoted to the raid team.
Oh yeah.
And
they don't know what to do. They don't know how to do the Chocobo system.
Yeah. There was one guy who did the Chocobo racing, and he got promoted to the raid team. So now no one knows how to develop Chocobo racing, and he's not moving back to Chocobo racing from the raid team.
Feels bad.
So no more Chocobo racing ever.
Yeah, I spent so much time maxing out my Chocobo.
Man, why is nobody streaming Utab on Twitch?
So, like, the new gate is good. I think the new stuff in Golden Saucer is a good idea. If they can just get this place put this, like, more bodies in here. Like, the Make It Rain event does decent for a little bit because they put prizes in here to incentivize participation.
Yeah, I like the new.
But, like, Golden Saucer, right, is like a piece of content, and they adding slowly to it. I mean, the adding is a little bit, but I think every other patch there should be new content in Golden Saucer. So you just keep fleshing out this piece of content. Same thing with Deep Dungeon. We shouldn't have gotten Heaven on High. We should have just gotten the next section of Deep Dungeon, or Palace of the Dead, or add more modes to Palace of the Dead that make it different. Yeah, let's see what else. Glamour. I guess the commode counts. But that's more of a lack of proper inventory system in this game, or solutions to filling inventories.
I'm so glad they took out Time of My Life. Hated that thing.
Oh, is it just gone?
Yes, it's gone. It's not even in the game anymore.
That's kind of too bad.
Because it was
well, okay, so here's the thing: is like they developed it, right? You spend development time on it, and it's there. It's a different thing. I think they should just down the spawn rate and up the rewards drastically. Like,
Okay. Well, yeah. If you up the rewards, or it's equivalent to time and effort spent,
and
then yeah, because yeah,
that's not
like
really the only
like
problem with it.
I think you would do it and it would award you like maybe 1,500, like maybe.
It was
I
like a
think
little bit more than cliffhanger, basically,
if it
for a
gave
shit
me
ton of
like
time.
7K, I would take it.
I should just give you a lot because it takes a
Fuck,
long time to do it. So,
yeah.
and you can mess it up.
And you have to pay fucking attention. You have to pay attention for a solid fucking 5 minutes. Like, god damn it. I'm not in Gold Saucer to pay attention.
They should also revisit some of their achievements. Some of these achievements are
No shit.
boring as fuck. I mean, they're fine that they're there, I guess, but they should have more active achievements instead of just do this 5,000 times, do this 5,000 times, do this 5,000.
I mean, it's gonna take you 3 years to get it complete.
Yeah, or never, like PvP ones. Some of these PvP ones are never get done because their content died. And guess who killed it off? They did by releasing their next map. Hey, new maps out. Don't play the old ones anymore.
You mean do mentor roulette 5,000 times for
Oh, dude,
2000?
Michan did
That's
that,
Michan.
huh? Fuck.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Spend that
Oh,
shit.
thank you.
Yeah, she left me behind. We were right around the same place at the end of Heaven's Ward, like around 300s.
That dedication, man.
And then she finished. I'm at 409. She finished months ago. What the fuck? So I'm actually okay with that one because you have a mount, it's rare, people see it. It's one of those things that you show off to people. Same reason why we're collecting weapons basically. And Mentor Roulette does have a purpose. Like I get it. You need to populate some of these older stuff where less of the player base is at. Cool, whatever. But there's some dumb
Have
things
you
in here. Like
have you been in the mentor chat in a while on Hyper?
Dude,
oh,
I
I
have that
don't
thing
go in there.
permanently hidden.
Yeah, it's just off. Why are you in there? Why are you always in the weirdest places?
Oh, I haven't been in there in ages, but the last time I went in there, it was full of people trying to be all
Cancer.
elitist, spreading terrible information.
It's cancer. Maybe channel's cancer.
It's just a bunch of people in there gangbanging on each other, saying, "Look at how good I am! I'm such a good mentor, even though I don't play the."
It's fucking cancer. People do it for the crown. That's it.
And then let's see. What else is kind of weird? Oh, this world transfer thing I think is kind of weird. I don't know. I think they're like. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's probably a good thing because it sounds like they're slowly
It's
trying to merge all worlds together, and it's a step in that direction.
really
Possibly.
weird.
Well, it matches very much like what WoW did it slowly too.
But like you have things like link shells, and if you're in another world, link shells stop working.
Oh, so it's just not fully integrated. Yeah, but
Well,
it reminds me of what
yes,
WoW
sounds
started to
like
do when they
half-assed.
slowly started merging things. Like, hey, let's add this feature, and then eventually they merge two worlds together, and then it's like, okay, well now there's just the whole battle group, like I don't know, set of like 10 servers, and then now it's just like, yeah, everyone in the whole game's fucking with everyone else.
That's what Guild Wars 2 did. They started off with being able to play with other people on other servers, and then it turned into mega servers. Now I think everything just is to.
Yeah, so I think for this game, I mean, in general, I think that's always just good. Like, just the whole population playing with each other. Since they don't have any world content, really, unless there's like on occasion new content or some like I don't know seasonal event that forces it. There's really no time when it's just like, oh, there's too much people. I mean, I guess new expansions or whatnot, but they phase those anyway. Like they phased those since Heaven's Word.
Oh, what are you going as, Roro, with what's his face? Michan?
Ninja. See if it actually goes through. Having recruiting issues.
Or I mean, what class are you gonna play?
What?
What class are you playing with them? I
Ninja.
forget.
I just said ninja.
Oh. Maybe I should play Dragoon and they can just find 2 healers. Literally 0 responsibility on that fight as a DPS.
Yeah, no. It's fine. It's gonna be fucking terrible. We're just gonna die. There's nothing I can do about it. So,
How far are you in Kingdom Hearts now?
I don't know. Not that far. Wherever Agrabah is.
That's not that far.
Beginning, yeah. So annoyed I don't have a guard.
Don't you need that to cheese a lot of things?
I do, but I don't fucking learn it until like level 28. I thought it was given to you. It's not. Totally bullshit is what that is. I have to parry shit instead. It's like playing fucking Dark Souls with Kingdom Hearts. Like the parry window's terrible because you're like your wind up animation is not always the same, so it's inconsistent.
Okay. I go to sleep now. Bye bye.
Alright, see you later. I'll probably have to do the same. Good night.
Same. Good night.
I don't know what causes it. Can you minimize Skype and then maximize it again or whatever? Or like, oh yeah, click that. What the fuck? Can you stop sharing and then reshare after you pick?
Yeah. Ah, they banned Lissandra.
Tragic.
I'm upset.
Cassiopeia is open.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going for. That's like all I've played this entire season. Is Lissandra Cassiopeia. Alright.
Now try sharing again. Okay, it's fixed. Thank God. Wait, what? They're typing about me? Who's Chad Jungle?
Wow, you're famous.
LSFE ints mid. Just oh Jesus Christ! Everyone's on the stream. Wait, 4 of them are on stream. Wait, 1, 2.
Jungle and.
Oh, okay.
Is that support?
2. All right, 2, 2, 2. 2 of them on stream. Why do you use Jade Fang?
Who wouldn't use Shade Fang?
What?
Shade Fang's great.
Okay, well, you are in trouble.
I got Desperado. Desperado. Oh boy. That's alright.
What are the odds that of 1,000 people he gets into a game with them? What do you mean? Oh God damn it! There's a dodge.
Draven out.
Yeah, it's not like 1,000 at this hour and this time at this MMR. It's probably like 30 or 40 people queuing, and then it depends on the roles and all that good jazz. What the hell? NALCS Player Association unfollowed me.
That's rough.
God. I'm dying. I could have almost played another game.
Yeah, this is literally the longest queue time I've had all season, just for you.
Thank you.
Everybody always dodging Q. They don't want to verse me when I'm getting coached.
Nice.
Can't win.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 18.
Oh, okay. Don't accept friend requests. Thanks.
That makes sense.
Match accepted. Oh, Jesus. We might actually be getting sniped, and so we're never going to get into a game. Man. Let me think subs. Tehigot, Sevalixis, thank you guys for subbing. Here, I will give away another Sivir code. This one will be or not trivia, it'll be a riddle. Since this is a very long queue timer. Alright guys, there you go. There is the riddle.
What's your favorite?
The one Thank you, Gorn. Brendan tells me about this all the time. Maximilian, how is Nathan? That loading screen looks really ugly. Yeah, thank you. Holy shit. Oh, that gives me something to do during loading. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Never mind, I like it. Hell yeah. Cheers, Riot. Poggers. Who's on the only team? I have no idea who that's not. Someone's calling me, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Something. She's not making you have to wiggle, but you should have to wiggle. She's bad and you're not even trying to play around it. Yeah, you can just keep attacking her mana pool, she has cleanse. Yeah, just hit that. Yeah, you can walk up and just... Well, not anymore. You gotta wiggle to try to make her throw Qs and miss. You have to click very fast. Yeah, you saw the jungler. You can ping it. Yeah. Keep her under the turret. Keep her under the turret. You gotta wiggle. You have to wiggle. You're getting hit by everything. Jesus, what a degenerate. Don't CS it while he's in XP range. Okay. Yeah, you got this. Yes. Miss. Okay, you got it. Hey, you can keep taking damage. You can keep taking damage. She's out of fuel, and Italy can't help. Yeah. Keep taking damage. Keep taking damage. Okay. All right, that's it. Run. Okay, not that. Yeah, just TP. You're actually probably still, you're probably still ahead in the lane, as weird as that sounds. Yeah, you're still ahead, She doesn't know what she's doing. No, don't hit any of the minions, Walk into her and press W. Pop your corrupting, walk into her and press W. Don't hit any of the minions. Yep. Don't auto her, don't auto her. No, don't auto her. No, she just got... No, walk in. Nice. Freeze. Throw the E at her, pull it back, and throw the E. Pull it back, pop your potion. Yep, yeah, she's a fucking donkey. This bitch can't even fucking spell mid lane. Alright, so, yeah, just ward. Let all the minions die. Oh, ping Lee Sin, ping her. Zoner, zoner, zoner. Throw the Q. No. Don't hit the minions. Zone her. Stand up more to the left. You're safe. Yeah, she's dead. She's dead. That bitch is dead. Alright, so now we hard shove. Now we hard shove. At least get the fuck out of the lane, you goddamn degenerate. What the fuck is wrong with you? You are such a terrible player. I hope that you're on the stream right now. Mother of God, you don't understand anything about your lanes. Lost chapter. What are you doing? Oh, wait. Calm down. Jesus. Ping Lee Sin, ping her, and then... check the song. Fuck. Check our inventory. Where's the... I can't get hit like that. Don't queue. You can't do anything with the wave. You should have just shoved. Because Lee Sin's not gonna come mid. So it's not like you're trying to build up 2 waves and then trying to crash. Nice. You're gonna die. Okay, you're gonna die. Oh, shit. Ping Lee, ping her. Stand left. It's the first good thing he did all game. Yes, shove. You have to avoid laning phase now. You're too far behind. You just want to dodge her in laning. And this has nothing to do with list Syndra. This has to do with mid lane concept of you want to evacuate this lane as fast as possible now. Holy shit. You can maybe do something. Yeah, you can go up. Yeah. Oh Jesus. This fucking guy. Holy shit. Yeah, fight. Q. What are you doing? Why did you back up? What? Oh my god. Everyone's terrible. Jeez. Oh my god, no. You can't go mid, she'll kill you. You can't go mid, she'll kill you. You have to just recall. Yeah.
Buster's better than...
No, because your ultimate's on cooldown. So just get Blast Wand. Blasting Wand helps with the shoving of the wave. Your teleport will come up right around when you would want to be looking to teleport back to the lane. It's gonna take 2 waves worth of gold, 2 waves worth of gold, puts you almost at boots. Jesus fucking Christ. Just remember, Max, when you're thinking about Korean solo queue, it could be this. Okay? die.
Am I not building Pokemon at all?
No. There's no reason for you to have it. They have all ranged champions. You don't need Protobelt. Right? They're all ranged squishies that don't want to actually build resistances. So the Protobelt doesn't really make that much sense. Especially because their goal is to be far away from you. It's already also past the point where you would just be looking to like try to wave clear and roam using Protobelt CDR and whatnot. So Lee-Sen, you are the whitest Korean I've ever seen. Okay? Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, shut the lid. Look at bottom. This is happening. Use an FP. That was... Alright, well we missed 2 CS during the FP. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Look at top. Look at Pike. Yeah, go, roam bottom, roam bottom, roam bottom. You can kill Pike, you can kill Pike, you can kill Pike. You can kill Pike. Place the ward. Yeah, he's dead. Go up more, because this guy's a degenerate. He's just hanging out at the top of the Fog of War. Just go up to the Gromp and then E over. He's waiting for you. Just E over. He's waiting. Yeah, he's waiting for you. He's in the brush. Go ahead. Okay, he's not in the brush. iPav's blind. Can you kill him, please? Can you kill him? What the fuck? Alright. Alright.
That was interesting.
Get the turret, get the turret, get the turret, stay for the plates. Yeah, get the turret, get the turret, get the turret. Yeah. Push the next wave, push the next wave, go up and push the next wave. Your team's getting the turret as is, maximize your time. Okay. Recall. Okay. Yeah. Look at mid. Okay. We should have been getting covered, but doesn't matter. Alright, go mid. We're gonna shove the incoming wave, and then we are gonna control ward left side, and then we're gonna wait for second wave, shove that, and then stand by. You don't have to pull the wave this far back. Why didn't you just see? Alright, whatever. Careful, careful, careful. Stand right side. Yeah. Careful. Yeah. Teemo just died. Nidalee is down there. Yeah, stand around here. Careful, careful, careful. Pike's a degenerate, probably. Just wait. No, don't move into the middle. Alright, shove that. Go bottom, go bottom, go bottom, go bottom, go bottom. Ping Urgot, ping mid. Ping Urgot, ping mid. Ignore mid. John is a fucking support man, so unfortunate. Ward the brush. Ward the brush. Okay. Yeah. Shove. Shove. Go up to the next wave. Shove the next wave. Look at mid. F key. F2. Okay. Shove that wave. Shove this 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 wave. Recall. 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 Sork pen boots. Run. Just run. Look at mid again. If Vayne dies, you stay bottom. Okay. Yeah, go mid. Come from a wide arc from Wraiths. So go through the Nexus gate, give up plates and bottom, come from Wraiths, E on, R. Okay, eat the Wraith. Go bottom. Ah, never mind, Urgot's gone. Go mid, shove mid. You can E-kill her. You can E-kill, 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 E-kill. Where are you going? What? You have Janna with ultimate and Vayne right there. Yeah, you have Janna with ult and Vayne right there. What?
Doesn't choose.
What do you mean? Port respawn. E, Syndra's north of you, Syndra's north of you. She's at the brush. She's at the brush right there. Yes. E, E. Okay, we didn't need to flash for combo. Didn't really. Shove, 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 shove. Shove, shove. Go Jace use something. Make Jace use something. Yes. Okay. He's gonna go for maybe a shock blast. Stand right where you are. Stand right where you are. Look at Teemo. Look at Teemo. Stand right where you are. Look at Teemo. Okay. Shove this wave. Shove this wave. Shove this wave. Throw everything. E. Throw E into it. Doesn't matter. Yep. Okay. We missed that. Shouldn't recall right in place. Enemy's about to show up in like 3 seconds in mid lane. Should show up. Oh, he went down there. Never mind. Okay. What other items? What other items? What other items? They have no magic resist. Get Oblivion Orb. Never like that. The magic pen is worth more. I know that. I know. Yeah. Yeah, you should get the ruby crystal because if you come out onto the map right now, you're only looking to stay around for roughly 4 waves worth of time, right? So, because 4 waves worth of time is like 160 times 4, that depletes a lot of your mana pool if you end up using E as well. I mean, obviously you're going to replenish a certain fraction of it, but there's no neutral objective on the map. Why are you assuming that you're going to fight? Yeah, just recall. Like, see, this would be the Oblivion thing. You can't get it right now, but you don't have anything to do. You can just self-control it and get Ruby. Yeah, go. You can TP, you can TP, you can TP, you can TP. You go on base, you can TP, you go up. Yep. Nice. Shove bot. What's the turret? What's the dragon, sorry. What's the dragon? No. Okay. Look at Syndra. Okay. Look at top lane. Look at the waves. Look at minions. Okay, it's pushing. Okay. No, ignore Syndra. Shove wave. Ward that brush. Look at Syndra again. She's committing really heavy. Yeah. Nidalee's dead though. We shove this wave. Yeah. E2, because you have everything. Yeah. Q. Yeah. Go to dragon. Ping that you can go to dragon. Stand there. No. That's not good. Pike. Come. Syndra's northeast about 6 inches. She's underneath the red right now. She's about to show up. She is somewhere around here. Be very careful. Okay, she's a fucking degenerate. Holy shit. What the fuck is she doing? She needs to refund that fucking champion is what she needs to do. Get the mountain bridge. Get the bottom left. Holy fuck, this degenerate. Kill the scuttle crab while he's getting mountain. Kill the scuttle crab. Yep, kill the scuttle crab. Syndra's passing Gromp. Careful. Syndra's passing wolves. She's about to go kill Vayne. Oh, never mind. Yep. Go bottom. Why the fuck are you going mid? Where are you going mid for? A Rift Herald? No one cares about that. Go bottom. Shove the wave. Shove this wave and shove the next wave that's coming out of turret. Syndra's about to appear in mid. Yep. Okay, Teemo, check his items. Right click him or left click him. Fuck, I forgot. Recall. Don't do disrespect recall stuff. Always just walk away and whatever. Yeah, recall. Get Oblivion Orb. And then get Zhonya's. Begin building into Zhonya's. Or just complete Morello now at this point, actually. No, sorry. CDR, Zhonya's. Yeah, CDR, Zhonya's. Yeah, go. Look at top lane. Look at mid lane. What's Vayne's clicking? Is she going left or okay? She wants to go right, so she wants to go bottom after she gets the wave, I guess. Or she's gonna go up. Okay. Look at Urgot. Look at top. Yep, go. Kill Nidalee. No. Yeah. Okay. No. Stay in mid. Vayne's a degenerate. Okay. Shove. Place a ward in the middle of the lane. Stand bottom right of your minions right now on Fog of War. Ping Lee, ping Syndra. Ping. Go. Go. The fuck is Lee? Hello? have gone. Alright. When I'm saying go, it's already a little bit delayed, but it should still work out anyway, as long as Ethan's okay, but... Is it bottom wave? Is it top wave? Okay, top wave. Okay, it's pushing, yeah.
Can I have a company?
Yeah. You can go bottom. You can go bottom. You can actually... You can go Baron. You can go Baron. Ping Baron. Ping Baron. Because you have Mountain Drake. Yeah. This is free. This is very free. Because knowing like IPAV or someone, they probably just end up going bottom because they don't know what they're doing. They're not even looking at the minimap right now. They're probably... Oh, never mind. He shows up in mid. That's fine, though. We're still gonna get this. We have the God. You just have to zone, you just have to act as the zoner. You zone. Yep, kill Jace. Okay, get Baron. What the fuck is everyone doing? Don't de-aggro, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Kill it. Yep, doesn't matter if you die. Yep, great, no, go top. The fight's over. You don't need to be here. Go top. Practically, he's about to touch an inhibitor. He's about to pass an inhibitor. Probably gonna go mid because that's where the majority of champions are. If she shows up at red or golem, she's a degenerate. Alright, you can get this turret. Okay. Yep, you got this turret. And then you're gonna recall. You're just gonna recall after this. Actually, no, you're not gonna recall. You're gonna go to golem. Shove one more wave and then go to golems. Look at mid lane. No. Look at mid lane. What the fuck? We don't even know what's happening. W. Q. Walk up. W. Okay, Q that. Go to golems. Keep golems. Work the top rush. Ignore that. And... Golem. Alright, E away and recall. No. Stop watching. Actually, no. Finish for that. Yeah. Cool. Oh, I didn't even realize that was sunk. Jesus. Two of those deaths were so bad. What's dragon? Ignore it. Push mid. Ping mid. Ignore dragon. Ping mid. Pay attention to the fight. Ping mid. Move up. Pop potion. Move up. You can go in. They're trolling. Going from flank. Never mind. Go up. Move your camera faster. This is very sloppy. I can't see anything. It's over. Go mid. Recall. Actually, recall. Sork elixir, teleport top. Teleport top. Okay. W. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Two inhibitors, back off. Eat the red, eat wraith, back up into your jungle, and then recall. Don't eat your blue, come off with respawn, eat wolves, then eat blue. That's the rotation for the next minute. Okay, you can get ready to throw your E away. Yeah, throw your E away, get to their jungle, kill with everything. Red, then wraiths, and then walk behind red because they might have a ward. Get it to go to wraiths, ward wraiths. Kill. Never mind. Run away. Kill. W. Rushing pot. Yep. Kill. Move backwards. Recall. Go. Look at bottom lane. Look at top. Mid lane. Bottom lane. Bottom lane. Mid lane. Okay. Go to blue. Get blue. Look at top wave. What's Jace's pattern? Where was he moving after his last auto? Did he go into the brush or did he go forward? Did he go right? That's important. Shove the wave. Not all the way though. Not all the way. Just shove the. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Superman. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Yeah. Go mid. Go mid. Actually, fuck it. Don't go mid because everyone's mismatched. Shove one more wave. Top lane. Recall. Sell corrupting potion. Get stopwatch.
I have fun.
I know that you do. Recall. Sell corrupting potion. Get stopwatch. Make sure that you use stopwatch before Zanya's. Switch the hotkey around. Okay, go. Corrupting pot. Or, okay, that's fine. Or not corrupting pot, and then.
Only at 60. I guess it could have waited.
You know what else could have waited? Your fucking teammates when there's no goddamn neutral objective on the fucking map and there's 2 inhibitors down. That'd be real nice, NA. Remember your double Zanyas. Remember your double Zanyas. You're an absolute degenerate with it. Yeah, you can definitely go harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 1 Zanyas? Alright. No Zanyas. That's fine. Who needs Zanyas anyway? No one likes them.
Thought it was on 2. Man. That's done.
Let me stop recording. So, a lot of surface level stuff about this game, okay? And do not take offense to this because otherwise, I mean, what else? How do I share screen? I forgot how to do this. Oh god. How do I do it?
It's the leftmost of the bottom right button.
No. What the fuck? That was a screenshot. Wait.
It's to the left of Snapchat for me. We have different versions of Skype though.
I'm trying to figure it out. Where the hell is share screen? Propil. What? Hold on. Audio, Sultan, no. What the oh, is this it? Can you see? Yeah. So genetic stuff right off the bat. One, you're extremely slow. And what I mean by that is your mouse may be moving fast, but it has no thought behind it. There's no sentience. It's just arbitrarily in motion, and it seems very sporadic and empty. And the reason that that's bad is because it feels as though you're not planning what's happening before you do it. There's also inconsistency in how sporadic it is. And what I mean by that is that it doesn't seem to have a clear motion. And this is really concerning because it means that your muscle memory is not defined. This may seem really fucking small, but it's actually really, really, really big. Because when we start talking about, so for instance, I'm going to use like body fat percentage as an example. If you go from 26% body fat percentage to 16% body fat percentage, this is a lot easier than trying to go from 16 to 14% because of how much more difficult it is. Right? The refinements that become necessary in order to get to that point. So it's a lot, obviously what I'm referring to here is it's a lot easier to take a silver player and get them to master tier than it is to take a master tier player and get them to challenger. Because of the refinements that are necessary. This is something that will fuck everyone. And the reason that it will fuck everyone is because people don't realize that it's actually a problem. because they don't actually compare themselves to that of professional players or streamers, or actually look upon their own first-person view gameplay and identify that there's something clearly wrong with the way that they're moving their mouse and handling it comparatively to that of pro players. It's super minor, but what I'm trying to address with it is that the reason that it is occurring is directly because you're definitely not planning things. Because if you were planning things, the clicks would be very different. The other thing is that in this laning phase, so right here, you actually can't do what you did. So I want you to try to tell me why first. So right here, at the very beginning, right, we see this. Syndra's about to come in. Right, we hit her, and then what? Now what's going on? Well, that's not the only thing. What should Syndra do?
Probably just follow.
Okay, so here's the thing. You click here, you didn't click here. If Syndra's good, Syndra goes like this. Right? And then Syndra wiggles right here around the time that your Q will come off cooldown. You are prevented from going like this. These minions do not aggro her from this location. She zones you out inside of this pocket. You clicked here not knowing that she can do this play. If she's better and you click like this and you move up to here, you get punished even harder. You have to move here for confirmation that she didn't do this and instead opted for this. You actually have to hold this wall. You cannot move up within the corridor because you need a wide arc to return to the lane if the Syndra's sentient. You can lose the game off this. Or you can lose laning phase off this if both players are really heavy. Because it's too much of an accrued disadvantage. So then from right here, one of the things that you want to do is you want to check her. And what you want to do when you check her is, so she actually hits you before you're actually locked into animation. This is the other thing about your mouse speed and why it's important. You need to rapidly, and also you have minute speed, so 25 minutes. You need to rapidly judge, like, so if this is Syndra, she has a radius around her for her Q, right? But then obviously the Q has a half second, right? Because it's tipped. And that's how, like, Annie hits tibbers, and that's how certain skill shots end up getting hit like this, like Arthas and whatnot. You need to wiggle in and out of that range to get her to use her Q, and then abuse her during the short cooldown of the Q for you to be allowed to reposition inside of the lane so that she can't wiggle back against it. And then as soon as her Q is back up and she tries to fight for her pocket or position that's favorable to her, you must then again resume wiggling at max range to try to play the game. Because if you don't do that, you can't beat her. So you don't check her as soon as the wave starts. Not only that, but you don't actually have a good Q. Because what you're trying to do here is you're trying to hit her with Q rather than attack her monopool. But the way that you approach this laning phase is you can't kill the Syndra. She has a fucking cleanse. And there's no universe where the Lee Sin, right, is going to be able to formulate any sort of a gank over here because you already know that she warded right-hand side. So there's no way that Lee Sin is going to be able to do red into golems and to wrap around Scuttle Crab and then try to get a mid gank. It's just never going to happen because then at that point, if Lee Sin shows on the Scuttle Crab, Nidalee either maybe did red wraiths into blue, or already saw this and maybe meets him at Scuttle Crab, transitions left-hand side, or what ends up happening is Nidalee does the left-hand side, Claire transitions into blue, Syndra plays left pocket, you play right pocket. But if you Q her here, it doesn't do anything. Because the goal is to attack her monopool and then at level 4 use the teleport to come back and lock her into lane and say, Nidalee, you have to come mid. And if Nidalee doesn't come mid, you get 6 minions plus a plate in mid. And then you get the wave to bounce back into you, in which case Lee Sin's rubber band camps are respawning and it creates opportunity game timing. Does all this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So your mouse being as slow as it is really problematic because if you keep going up and eventually actually meet sentient beings in mid lane, you won't be able to play like this against Syndra with Lissandra. You need to wiggle in order to win the matchup because it basically becomes a skill shot thing. Obviously, if Syndra can land all of the Qs, Lissandra can't win the matchup. Lissandra's only hope inside of the matchup is to attempt to wiggle to make Syndra miss the Qs so that Lissandra can reposition inside of the lane in order to get edges from a positional standpoint. You get hit by a Q right here. She actually doesn't generate any sort of aggro, and then at this point what she could end up doing is moving down, but because she's a complete donkey, she ends up clicking right here and moving backwards because she doesn't know what she's doing. It's at this moment that I know that we're dealing with an idiot. And so at this point, what I want you to do is I want you to actually just try to attack her monopool endlessly, even more recklessly than before. So like right here, you keep autoing minions, you move without a wiggle. You are stationary when you go from here to here. You are the easiest target to hit. You are basically a person in a wheelchair that got tipped over. So this Syndra doesn't actually realize that in this exact moment, she could have queued this, auto-attacked this, moved in because these minions are still healthy, moved up to here, autoed you, pulled these minions up, moved right like this, and then queued you again and forced you down into the right pocket. Because your movement sucks. Because what are you going to do? If she moves up here, you're not going to throw the Q to hit her if she's at this point, because then you risk tippering this, and now suddenly all of your CSing is awkward. And she has priority because she has Q pressure. So then right here, you can Q her, and she's an idiot. What the fuck is this? She clicked left, she clicked right. You know what she didn't do? She didn't click in. Look at her. Where the fuck you clicking? This dumb bitch just clicked over here. Look at her face. Holy shit, she's bad. She should have just queued you. Now, at this point, she should stand right around here and try to queue you, and then get you to hit the CS, and then take these 3 minions, pull them up to here, create a lock. And now through this, she tries to actually attack your mana pool while conserving her mana pool until she gets level 2, and then ultimately 3, and then she resumes her poking, because you already made really poor trades at level 1, like right here. You actually move up to be auto-attacked by her. She could have woven another auto-attack without realizing it because the minions are out of range. Right here, you get hit by this. She doesn't weave in an auto attack because she doesn't know what she's doing. Right here, again, she could have woven another auto attack. You could have responded with an auto attack. And now at this point, this is where Syndra's a donkey. Okay? And the reason that I say that Syndra's a donkey is because look at this. Alright? All of these minions are healthy, which means she can't get level 2. Which means we are going to skill level 2 immediately off this minion's death. We are going to walk up, take her Q, take her auto attack, and then because we're walking up, these melee minions are going to go with us a little bit, and then she gets aggroed by the melee minions as long as we stand on the left-hand side, AoE this, begin auto-attacking all the backline, Fuck, my mic's cutting out. Yeah, restart call. Hello?
Hey, yeah, that's better.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. So now at this point, she doesn't have level 2, and she can't get it for a long time, right? This is the best chance we have to attack our mana pool. Okay? So right here, we should just move up and invite her to hit us with Qs and autos. We should just invite her. Right? It doesn't matter that we're taking damage. Pop your next potion. This is fine. Move up. Move up. She's still not 2. Now she gets... I mean, well, actually, wait. Did she... Yeah, she just gets 2. And now, what are you doing? Look at your range. That's not spacing. Her Q radius hits behind you.
Are you the hunter or the prey?
Now, right here, she should actually pull this up and try to attempt to freeze because of the proximity of the incoming minion wave. Then you see the jungler, you're able to ping that out because then Lily's not paying attention to mid lane. And then right here, no, you can't just come in. You really can't just come in. Den, you really can't just come in. No one, no. Like, message me. I don't care. No, he didn't. So, tilted. Brain, where is it? Nidalee's pathing over here, Syndra's right here. We want to attack our mana pool, use the remainder of our corrupting potions, and so like right here, stand right here, get her to use Q, but do not be in range to get autoed by the minions in the event that you reciprocate a Q onto her. Look at this. What are you doing? Right? Because if you stand right here, you still achieve the same thing with the Q as standing right here. Right? They're the same thing. One's better than the other.
Yeah.
Right? So you can Q her right there, auto that, Lee Sin comes in, shove this wave, shove the wave, shove after he leaves. Right? Shove the wave, auto the cannon, Q. Alright, we even missed one because we're not doing this very clean. And then right here, look at our HP. We can move up. She wants to get this, so let's move at an angle that forces her to Q us or Q the minions. Because then she can't weave in auto attacks if she also simultaneously wants to get the minions. Now she's almost out of fuel. So this is it. We get hit right here, but then we get hit by this. We needed to already just leave. Right? See this? We moved up to auto, and we moved into her. This wasn't necessary. We could have autoed this minion and tried to auto this minion and then hit it. Okay? That was way too much damage. You already need to flash. And then you handshake an auto attack on her. And it just doesn't make any sense. So anyways, in a weird way, you're actually still winning the game. And that's, like, people like Syndra don't understand this. So if you're Syndra right now, the unfortunate, sad reality is that this is where you need your North American jungler to come into mid lane to actually help you push the wave. The problem with this is that we just saw Nidalee up in top lane and Nidalee died. So when Syndra is actually right here, as weird as this sounds, she has to not flash to kill you. Because if she ends up using flash, you lock her into the lane. It's such an uncomfortable state that nothing matters anymore. Right? So now we teleport back with Amp Tome, and see this? You Q. But you should just auto that back one. Maybe I'm telling you to Q in the fucking moment. I actually don't recall. But right now, we have excess spellcaster minions. The wave is coming into us. Syndra has no mana. So we win. Because we just tell her that she's stuck in lane with us. Because we know that Nidalee, if we hit tab. Alright, let's take a look. When we hit tab. Do we ever hit tab? Yeah. Fuck. Sorry. Right? So we know this is gone, 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 and we're accounting for what? This or this? Right? So Nidalee off respawn is going where? Well, if we look at bottom lane's relatively healthy. How many minions are in bottom lane? If we look at bottom lane right now, and there's 3 spellcaster minions versus 1, and there's 2 melees on the side of fucking Teemo Pike, then it's pushing into our bottom. So Nidalee, off of her respawn in 3 seconds, is going to look at that and be like, well, I can't go there. Because it's 310. Which means that these camps don't come up until around 415, 410. Right? So she's not going to go there. Which means that her route off of recall is going to just be this. And then after this, it will be to stand by top or mid, and then look left. And then transition back right-hand side. We know that that's Nidalee's route. So when we teleport back into the lane against Syndra, we're just going to freeze it. Because Nidalee can't help this without compromising her own route or stunting it. So now, what do we do? Why are we so far back? Move in at her. Move in. Just move in. What is she going to do? Auto you? Great. She autos you, and then all of these minions, as long as you don't auto her, they kill your minions, and she doesn't have mana. So now we're just going to stand up here. We're going to try to walk into melee range. We're going to try to press W on her. We're going to try to get her to auto us and pull these minions up even more. And then the next wave's going to come in. Now we've generated a permafreeze in mid lane, which is one of the hardest things to create. Just due to the proximity of the turrets, but then how mages are so long range and whatnot. See this right here? Why do you click here and then why do you click here? Can we just click down here? We just want to click right here. We just want to be right here. We want to play in this pocket. We want to stand here and then a motor. Right, just like that. And then we want to W her. But see, you autoed her. So what ended up happening? Volley, 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 volley. That's really bad. If you didn't do that, this minion dies, this minion dies.
Yeah.
All we have to do is get 13 CS to kill her. Right? But then on top of that, we end up generating this massive experience lead. Because we're playing mid lane. This is playing mid lane. Not fucking casting abilities at one another and saying that you're a mid lane player. Look at this. Look. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? She just lost 3 fucking minions worth of XP. If you did it right earlier, she would lose even more. So then suddenly, the solo kill that she has on you doesn't matter. Now, look at this dumb bitch. That's really weird. She just stood still right there. So we're gonna walk out of vision, and then we're gonna turn right back around after her recall's channeled for 3 seconds, and we're gonna threaten her. And then she's gonna fucking ping her jungler. And Nidalee's right here, and she's busy farming a camp. She's gonna start getting pinged. She's gonna be like the grumpy old person on fucking Christmas Eve that's getting nagged by their grandchild. And she's gonna be like, what, you want me to come mid? Then she's gonna come mid, and then it's not gonna matter. They're gonna shove out the lane together, which means that then they end up sharing XP. Congratulations, you ended up creating a level 7 versus 5 deficit in mid lane, despite getting solo kills at level 3. Look at this. Why are you all the way over there? No. Why did you just back up here? Stand right here. Ask him, talk to him. Simply, what can you do? Not what can fucking this player do, not what can you, Wolverine, on Lissandra do. What can Lissandra do, what can Syndra do? This is the thing I talk about with really elite level players, right? The conversation that they can have with the champion. You're not good enough until you can make the champions converse, right? Like, you can have the conversation inside of the lane. You see this right here? You autoed her. Why'd you do that? Look at all the minions. They fucking turned on you like you're fucking in The Walking Dead and you just spoke. That doesn't make it. Now, like right here, you didn't need to auto her to kill her. Right? Pop corrupting potions. You can Q, you can E. Actually, maybe you did need to auto right here. Did you need to auto?
I think so. Maybe not. She was like really, really low after my E.
He has to move in. Yeah, yes, move in. Yes. Okay, I made a mistake. But the auto in other situations like this, right? If she's higher HP, you don't auto her. You just Q ear. Right, and then you laugh. You don't auto her. Right. Now, if you're Syndra, what do you do in this spot? This just feels like a nightmare. This feels like a nightmare. So you need the jungler at this point. Now, any junglers, they won't be bothered. Nightblue's gonna go try to kill Lee Sin right now. You're gonna collapse on him because you have a wave frozen in front of your turret. You're gonna kill him. He's gonna rage quit the game. He's gonna flame. Clutch Gaming Sun. Okay. And then it's Syndra's fault. So the thing here, like junglers need to understand this, but also mid laners. This is a byproduct of Syndra flashing to kill you and committing as much damage as she did. Because there's different ways to play mid lane. You can attack their mana pool, you can attack their HP pool, you can try to kill them, or you can set up lanes for ganks. Right? Those are four pretty generic ways of playing. In a lot of matchups, especially in this current meta, attacking the mana pool because you're able to be a teleport user is one of the safest and strongest methods of conducting yourself. But it's also very skillful. Because if the Syndra is better, then she doesn't just cast blind Qs. She holds her Qs until they have more value, by getting more base levels. She doesn't use her mana until her jungler is able to make better positions, which means that she's indirectly attacking your teleport because you're getting low on mana around the same time that she's getting low on mana, but she still has enough mana to actually threaten a wave push or the jungler's in close proximity. Right here, Lee Sin shouldn't shove with you, because you want to get level 6 versus level 5. So here's why Lee Sin shouldn't shove with you and why he's a complete regen. Is because if he lets you eat all of this and you get level 6, right, what can end up happening here is just take a look at the mini-map. Okay? His wraiths are coming up. Why? Because the timer. Alright? He RNGs a Scuttlecrab right-hand side. So if he doesn't shove this with you, and he just simply moves in to sort of get vision, falls back, get his wraiths, etc., you come into lane, you get level 6, you move into the Fog of War, you E over the wall, Syndra doesn't have flash, you press R on her, Lee Sin gets free kill. But junglers don't want to work with laners don't want to work with junglers, because this fucking region is set so far fucking behind. So now, at this point, you come into the lane, and the thing I wanted to say right here is check Syndra's inventory for a control ward, and then gauge the amount of time that she spent walking out of vision, so that you can accurately assess where exactly is the control ward. Right here, you move to the left-hand side. I don't know what the left-hand side does for you. Lee Sin is on the right-hand side. You have vision of wolves. You know Nidalee isn't there. Why are you trying to play left pocket? Doesn't make sense. There's no conversation. Right? Now, right here, we're playing right-hand side pocket after warding. And this is after we died. And Lee Sin's pinging that he's about to come. And as he's pinging that he's about to come, you just die. Because you're playing left pocket again. And I know why you're playing left pocket. You want to try to move here to try to make her go down here. Like the parallel thing. What you're not realizing is that your minion wave does not allow for this play to occur, but also you didn't account for the fact that there must be a control ward somewhere in this proximity. Right? So you can't make arbitrary plays like this. It's not a part of the conversation. Now, right here, this is the part of the lane that is a concept, right? It doesn't matter what champion you're on. You cannot go toe-to-toe with the enemy mid lane. Your goal is to end the laning phase as fast as possible and cause the lane to... So let's say that it is a 600 gold deficit in mid right now. Rather than continue the laning phase and have this number slowly increase to 800 to 900 via, you know, zoning or denial of XP, or, you know, Syndra maybe dirty farming rates or something like that, or getting plates or whatever, or even a higher number, you want to constantly keep pushing waves and expending all your mana, but keeping just enough so that you're able to roam top and bottom, and you want to get this lane over with as fast as possible, because that's the greatest chance that you and your team have to salvage the game. It's a lot easier to fight a gold deficit that's 2,000 rather than let the laning phases all play out and then fight one that's 4,000 10 minutes from now. So right here, we shove in the lane. It was a little bit slow. We're looking at bottom, and we're saying that, okay, we just want to go here. So we're seeing Nidalee. We know that we can just E over. We can kill her. Our E is semi-bad position, but whatever. We could have probably saved Lee Sin. And then right here, your Corrupting Pot is popped really late. You end up killing her anyway, and you don't shoot the ward into the brush, and then you also don't realize that they're dead, which is really unfortunate. See, you're kiting away. I don't know why you're kiting away. They can't kill you. You see?
Yeah.
That should have been a double kill. Now, right here, so this is where you don't get Sork Pen Boots. And the reason that you don't get Sork Pen Boots is because a roam already transpired. Which means that it is extremely unlikely that given 2 waves, which is 60 seconds, somehow bottom lane or top lane is going to get into a state again, which is going to be vulnerable to a game or a roam. It is completely illogical, right? Because your bottom lane gets back to the lane first before the enemy bottom lane, just the way that everything is folded. Which means that this lane, this mini wave, and this mini wave has to crash into this before it can. This is too much time. So we don't actually need Sork Pen Boots because we don't have our ultimate boots. We're not looking to make a play. So instead of actually getting Sork Pen Boots, which is only valuable against champions, what we want to do is just get Blasting Wand to increase the rate at which we can actually push in the lane and hopefully make a shot. And then we want to recall into Sork Pen Boots if it's necessary. Right here, they die again, and we're shoving, we're trying to avoid the lane. And right here. You're even late on this. See this? He's dead. Wanna know why he's dead? Because all these minions are softened up, and your minion wave's about to arrive. Which means that this minion wave is gonna meet right here, and then Janna and Vayne and Lee Sin, they're gonna shove it in, and then if Pyke sticks around right here, you can go like this, and you can kill him at the Gromp when Teemo is gonna be right over here. That's static. They can't change this. Now, the thing is that the mid-minion wave is already pushed in. You have about 25 seconds before you have to get back into mid lane to CS the wave right here. So no matter what, moving into the Fog of War on the right-hand side is a neutral positive. The neutral being that if Pyke is actually sentient and backs up all the way, you don't kill him. But that's okay. Because if he ends up staying, you moving into the right is positive, because then you end up killing Pyke, and you trade it for all the plates down in bottom lane, you zone Teemo out of 2 waves, and you get first blood turret. So it doesn't matter that Syndra crashes 2 waves into your turret and ends up getting a plate. That's just a concept. Okay? This is why you have to use FP, this is why you have to move your camera. Okay? You may have gotten to Master 160 LP last season, you might be Master right now, it doesn't mean anything. You have to think that everything that you do right now is wrong, because it really is. You need to re-refine the same exact way that you refine from silver to where you're at right now. You have to do it again, except even more critical and even more harsh. Now, look at IPAP. He's probably busy looking at Twitch chat. Life of an NA streamer. And you don't even realize that he's looking at Twitch chat. Look at him. Holy shit! Nope, no. So, this is sort of whatever. Now we can just recall. After shoving bottom wave and getting the turret. And then we recall, we get Luden's Echo. And now what we're looking to do is we're looking to constantly judge the speed of the side lanes relative to the mid lane wave. Right? Which is why I'm having you look at top, look at bottom, look at top, look at bottom. But also, I want to see how the champions are moving, because then we can try to look into their psychology. What are they trying to tell us? How do they want to move? Right? We come up right here, Teemo's dead, we play right-hand pocket because we're safe right-hand pocket. Why did we move into the middle? Doesn't make any sense. See Nidalee? You need to look at Nidalee as she clicks away. When she was down here, right? Imagine this is the screen. This is the wall, right? And then there's the brush right here, right? Imagine Nidalee is right here, and we can see her. If she pounces up like this, that is different from pouncing like this. This says, I want to recall. This says, I might go to Gromp. It's really fucking subtle. It doesn't matter. When we start to play, things become exponentially more refined and more difficult. Stuff like this is subtle, because now you know that Nidalee will then take about 6 seconds to get to the Gromp. She'll clear the Gromp, she'll go into the Wolves. How long does it take her to get to the Wolves and clear the Wolves? Which then means at what point can she be in between the two mid-tier 1 turrets? Do you actually want to stay for Sork penetration boots? Do you want to make a roam into top lane? If you were to make a roam into top lane after staying for one more wave, Nidalee is almost actually in her left-hand side jungle, which means if there's vision in the left-hand side, she can mirror your movement up to the top and then meet Jace right there. This is why her movement, as subtle as it is, right here is actually important. Because it has a byproduct on a rotation that involves shoving in the next mid-mini wave, standing left-hand side pocket, and then trying to make a play against Jace on the next wave. Right here now. Okay, top lane is completely fine, and we have no value staying in mid. So the option would be if Nidalee went up into Gromp, we could maybe remain stationary right here, wait for the next wave to come in, try to shove it, and right? Because Lee Sin's in close proximity to catch wave bottom. But now, because that isn't the case, we're just going to move bottom to catch the wave, because we have no business being mid, because there's no objective other than the Herald, but the Herald doesn't actually matter at this point in the game right now, because we don't have any priority over it, because our top lane was behind. Now right here, this is part of the greedy recalls that you end up doing. This is where I tell you just walk away. Now, right here, I told you that if Vayne were to die, you would actually stay bottom. And the reason that you would stay bottom is because if Vayne ends up dying and you try to get into mid lane, it's already too late. Which then means that Jace just ends up getting plates for free because there's still a minute remaining. So if Vayne would end up dying and this isn't able to be fortified, you would actually have to cancel your recall, move like this, shove this wave, wait for the next wave, shove that wave, back up and recall with half your HP missing because Jace is going to try to poke you. Instead, we end up recalling, and then right here. Okay, we kill that. We see Syndra. We see Nidalee, we see Vayne right here. If you move up to this right here, you beat over. We can probably end up turning this fight with Jonathan, because what can end up happening is if she wards this brush and Vayne gets the pin, you come over onto Syndra, and then, you know, this is definitely doable. But then we end up seeing Pyke, and I guess at that point we would throw the E, but we wouldn't take the E. Now right here, we're shoving, and as we're shoving, we should be looking at bottom lane and at Lee Sin simultaneously. We see what's going on up in here, and again, look at Syndra, right? See her movement? You see her right here, right? You have to track her mentally through Toggle. Right. She's right here, right here. Yep, see? And if you know that, and you're able to look at, okay, that's already cleaned up. You can see that, right? Top left, you see it's clean. So now, suddenly, this click doesn't exist. This click should have became this click, and this click turns into this. Right? Okay. That's how the game changes. And so now, right here, we shove in the last minion wave. We end up recalling because we're trying to maintain tempo. We want to go into Oblivion. Now, let me talk to you about Oblivion work. So, right here, okay, you have 1400 gold, right? Oblivion Orb is 1665, right? So you need 265 gold, which is 2 waves, right? So Jace is shoving a wave back down into you, right? So there's 2 waves coming here. There's going to be a wave followed by another wave in mid. Top lane, Vayne is going to look at him on. Look at Jonathan, right? What objective are you planning to fight in the next 3 to 4 minutes? None. Which means that we should only actually want to be on the map for 2 to 3 mini waves so that we can recall into Oblivion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it gives us more value than the last one. Now, right here, your teleport's really late, and we're also paying attention to this really late. And this again has to do with speed. You should have already been TP'd. I felt like I shouldn't have had to tell you. Be over. Yep. Very talented. And now we're just going to stay bottom lane. Urgot, I don't know what the hell he's doing. So now we are going to stay bottom lane, and as we're staying bottom lane, we are watching Syndra. She's half mana. Now, there's no reason to go into the jungle, because there is no Jace, there's no Nidalee, Vayne is going to get top turret. Right? So, Syndra's right here. So that means Syndra, and then there's Pyke, and then there's Teemo. We are not scared about Pyke or Teemo. Right? Someone must be responding to Vayne up and top. It's only logical that someone has to be responding to Vayne up and top. Unless they're really bad. So here we shove in the wave. We end up seeing Pyke. And then Syndra is looking like she's going to do this. Now, when her movement goes from mid lane into like this, I assume that we're on a ward. So I just want to get out of here. I want to get out of this, and I want to just stand right here. And the reason that I want to stand right here is because if Syndra's going to come check, it would be like this, right? So we stand right here, or like right here, we stand right here, we throw the Q on her, we hit this, we go over the wall, and then we retreat. Because we want to make sure that we get the dragon. Now right here, Syndra ended up recalling because she doesn't know what to do. We end up killing Pyke, we come down, we get the Mountain Drake. Now, Lee Sin has the Mountain Drake on his own, so we're going to maximize our value and not going to waste any fucking time. There's no reason to try to play with our teammates here. We're going to kill the Then immediately after killing the Shuttle Crab, we have to be up the top lane and the top lane fight instead. We can't actually utilize the mid-minion wave because by the time that we get to the mid-minion wave, CS and Urgot would already be there, and then trying to crash it into the turret is going to be a non-factor because their wave player champions are going to be there in mid-lane. So we're just wasting time. So the option is to eat the Scuttle Crab and then transition to the right-hand side of the map and go down into bottom lane and try to push back. Because then by pushing two of the waves down in bottom, you demand that one of the main carries come into the bottom lane, which then means that Urgot is in an isolated one-on-one or one-on-two in the mid lane with Lee Sin in close proximity, which means that Urgot actually has potential to focus. We end up seeing team fight. So it's at this point that you have two options. You can actually stay for one more wave, and the only reason you can do that is because Urgot has priority in the mid lane, Jace is up in the top lane, and Lee Sin has priority inside of the jungle, or you can just recall instantly. So we recall instantly, and then we're looking around the map, and again, it's really fucking important. Keep watching minion waves. Right, we get a kill onto Jace, but you can see that our movement itself is a little bit sloppy. Vayne ends up dying, and then this was really sloppy. Okay, so watch this. See this? She was right here, which means your E needs to already be going with Corrupting Potion popped. You land right on top of her, you do the full combo. But you're late. And then Lee Sin is literally Lee of the Year, so everyone dies. But if you end up killing them there, okay? So if you kill them right here, Janna is going to eat the wave in mid, Urgot can cancel his recall, shove in top, you can go bottom and push 3 waves. That's all really good. 3 waves because of the death timer, but then the respawn necessary. Now, right here, this was also really good. So you get a pick onto Nidalee. Your team gets a pick onto Nidalee in mid. And then I start telling you spam ping Baron. Because without Nidalee, look at this. Ready? See Urgot, see Teemo? Teemo is just down here, right? 8 seconds factored for the recall. And then, does Teemo want to go top? No. Does Teemo want to go mid? No. Does Teemo see an Urgot shoving down into bottom? Yes. Teemo's probably going to start running like that. So you have to already account for where Teemo is on the map when Nidalee does. But it's fucking iPav, so he runs mid. So now we know that Nidalee ends up spotting us with the trap, but it doesn't matter because Jace is blind, so is Pyke, and they're dead. And yep, and now let's get there. I don't know why everyone deactivated Nidalee's dead. We clearly had that with Jace the same. Everyone deactivated. And now right here. Here? Are you needed? No, your job's already done. So let's just go to top. Alright, we're wasting time. It's not enough to just kill them. Right? We have to cut off their fucking limbs and pour salt into the wound. That has to be the mindset. Right? Like, yeah. No room to breathe. So right here, we shove in the wave, right? And we know that after we shove in this wave, champions are coming off of home guard. They're likely to respond to mid first, but one champion is probably going to respond to top. We don't have any way to actually deal damage to the top lane. We're just wasting time because we have very low HP, we have very low mana, and we have a shitload of gold. So after we do this, we're going to go over to the golems, we're going to eat the golems, we're going to counter them over mid elite because, truthfully, I mean, all of our team needs to reset. We're not in a rush to go anywhere, right? Dragon's not coming up, like, not one that I think that we need to get to immediately. And now, after this, we end up going into Zhonya's, and we just want to go mid. And we end up getting hit by a spear because no one on this team can actually position, and the enemy actually could have stopped the wave from being Baron enhanced, fucking saved the day like a goddamn hero. Lee Sin's a complete degenerate. And at this point, we had the Baron wave with us, and we could have escorted it, and we could have guillotined them. We could have went into mid turret, eaten that, transitioned up into top via the Lissandra core, buffed that wave, and then tried to raise the top tier 2 turret back up again, and then proceeded to go 0-1-4, but we're not going to get that kind of play. And then right here, fight's over, right?
Yeah.
Recall, instantly. Sorc Elixir, teleport top. Sorc Elixir, obviously, for the true damage to turrets. Here, we get the turret, we shove in the wave, we get the inhibitor, we fall back through their jungle, we pillage it, we try to take everything that we possibly can. Right here we see Pyke, we're very slow on the Q, we don't actually even go for the W, we eat the Wraiths, and then we back up, and now we know that we're going to go to our blue. I blanked about the super minions. If it's not the super minions, you would eat the 3 spellcaster minions in the back, and then you'd leave the wave. That way, if you end up going into mid lane, eventually you'd be able to synchronize with the top wave. And then right here, all you have to do is remember that you have double Zhonya's, because right now, if you recall right here, right, with 400 gold, you can either get an Amp Tome or you can get double Zhonya's. But you already have Baron. The only way they win this game is if they lock you guys down. Right? Because you already have excess damage. You're unnaturally fed. You're not supposed to have these items. You're already dealing more damage. In addition to that, you have higher base stats, which means that your skills are doing more than it's supposed to do in an even game. They are under level. Right? So you don't actually need to just get an amp. Just sell your corrupting pot and get a second stopwatch. Right? You end up winning the game. So overall, the main problems is if you do not fix your mouse speed and your inability to process the conversation between champions, you will stagnate at this MMR for a very long time wondering what is going on. Because this Syndra is absolutely atrocious. She can't move, but neither can you. Your mouse needs to get fixed. You need to just watch high MMR players. You need to ask yourself when self-reflecting in your own replays or your 1v1s or whatnot, what could this champion have done in this moment? What am I not doing correctly? How do I inflict more pain in this moment? It's right here, right? You're on cool. Your minions don't soften these minions up. Why do you have to stand within range of her Q and stuff? Doesn't make sense. But anyways, it's stuff like that. Do you have any questions to ask?
No, I think I went out.
I hope it was helpful. Good luck with everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Swan! Hampan, go. Yeah, Hampan. All right, let's take a look. Mr. Moose 24, Vincius Macabry, Kogane 989, Picho 1000, Hi Pizza Wizard, AJ by the way, Potuka, and Cameron. Thank you guys all for subbing. Thank you, Cameron, for 29 months. Hi, Rip Pragiopa. I hope people learn from that. I think that was actually one of the better coaching sessions I did. There was a shitload of info in that for people. Yeah.
The itemization stuff's cool too. I haven't done that. Looking at the map, saying I'll recall, buy my item incomplete, and then 4 waves, recall again, finish the half item. then
Do you know
complete
where I
half item.
learned that?
Where'd you learn
Mordekaiser. Because that's how that degenerate has to play.
that?
Because he's all about item spikes.
Right, all your completions.
Yeah.
Like you have the pen already.
You have to go on his completions. Because the whole thing is that his completions come online faster than other champions because they cost less.
Yeah, right,
But they
right,
also
just
deal
rather
more.
just
Right.
do
They deal more damage. So you have to force that. You have to lock them in during that 4-wave timing. You have 2-minute
Like
timings.
you're in between
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mask and Rylai's.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like the
exactly,
Mask-
exactly,
Mask is the one
exactly.
you suck.